everyone, so today I wanted to talk about my March favourites. I know we're quite a bit of the way into the month now, but I thought, never mind, I know it's a little late, but I'm gonna do a favourites video anyway. March was such a jam-packed month for me. I had a bit of a difficult time in the first half of the month, and then I had a really lovely end to the month. But throughout that, there was a lot of work I needed to do, both in terms of my studies and essays, really important essays that I needed to have in, and also some other side projects and placements that I'm working on. It was just a really busy month, and if you've seen my March wrap-up, you'll know that I didn't get a ton of reading done. One of the reasons for that was the essays that I needed to have in, and another reason for that was that I was doing a placement at a publishing magazine, which involved me doing a lot of reading. So I actually ended up doing quite a bit of reading in March, but just not stuff that I can really track. So anyways, on to what I watched in March, and to be honest, there wasn't a whole lot. At the start of the month, I marathoned Santa Clarita Diet, which, if you don't know what that is, it is a Netflix series that stars Drew Barrymore, and it is about a woman who becomes an undead sort of zombie kind of thing, and she needs to feed on human flesh. It's about the effects of that on the family unit, the effects on her marriage, how they manage to make her new lifestyle sustainable, and the murders they end up getting involved in order to sustain her new needs. It's quite a bonkers show, it is quite absurdist, it is funny, it's sort of awkward, odd, absurd humour. I thought it was a really enjoyable show. I'm not sure why though. The episodes are really short, I think they're only like 20 something minutes, so it's a really quick and easy show to get through, and I absolutely loved the character of the daughter. I thought she was just absolutely brilliant, and she was one of my favourite parts of the show. In March, I also watched the first few seasons of The US Office, and I've been really enjoying those. I will probably talk about it more in my April favourites, because hopefully by then I will have finished all 9 seasons. I think I watched the first 4 seasons in March. Now I'm on to the 5th one. I absolutely love Jim and Pam so much. I just think they're brilliant in every way. Another one of my favourite characters is Stanley. I think the way the US Office makes jokes is really fantastic. It can make jokes about race and about gender, but it understands that the minority group should not be the butt of the joke. It's so good, and I highly recommend watching it. I know it's a big commitment, there are like 9 seasons, but you will not regret it. You've got to persevere with the first season though. It's only 6 episodes, and it's not that great, especially if you've watched the UK Office, because it's essentially the same thing. But by the 2nd season, the show has really come into its own. I don't know if I watched any new films in March. Like, I genuinely I don't think I did. I rewatched the first couple Harry Potter films, and I really enjoyed those, obviously. But I really don't think I watched anything new, which I'm kind of baffled and surprised by. But as I said, March was an incredibly busy month. That's all of the media that I properly consumed in March, which is kind of bizarre. As for like experience favourites, there are a lot of bookish related things that I got up to in March that were really exciting. If you watched my March wrap-up, you will know that I mentioned I reread What a Way to Go by Julia Forster. I said there was a reason why I was doing this. And the reason for that was that I was organising an event with Julia at my university, and that happened in March. We had to do some rejigging of dates throughout the planning process, but we did get the visit done, and it was a really fantastic event. Julia read a bit from her book. It's recently been republished with this beautiful cover. Oh my god, this cover is stunning. And I've not hauled this one, so consider this hauling it. So yeah, she read a little bit from the book, and we also had a Q&A afterwards, which was really great, and Julia is just the nicest person. She is one of the nicest people I've ever met. She's funny and she's intelligent, and it was just a pleasure to spend some time in her company. So that's definitely a massive favourite of the month. I just love organising author events. It's the thing that I love the most to do with my role in the society I'm part of at uni. I love it so much. Another book that I haven't hauled yet, but there is an experience attached to it that I want to talk about, is The Map and the Clock, which is a poetry anthology which is put together by Carol Ann Duffy and Gillian Clarke. Carol Ann Duffy, you probably know who she is. She is the poet laureate, an all-round fantastic human being. Gillian Clarke is the former national poet of Wales. And they put together this anthology of poems from across Britain, the UK, and Ireland. And can we just look at how beautiful this is? The illustrations are just stunning. This contains 14 centuries of poetry, taking us all the way from myths like King Arthur up to the 21st century. And the reason this is an experience favourite is because they did a reading for this in the Arts Centre by my uni. So Caroline Duffy was there, Gillian Clarke was there, a couple other poets as well, and they very kindly signed the book for anyone that wanted it signed. I got a little bit overwhelmed by being in the same room as Caroline Duffy. I was not chill. I had absolutely no chill whatsoever. I'm normally not that nervous about meeting people. I'm normally quite good at being like, hi, I'm Leanne. But no, I was not. I was not chill. I don't know if I would be writing poetry if I hadn't discovered Caroline Duffy. Like, I just genuinely don't know. She means a lot to me, and she just gives off this aura of like not giving a fuck. Not in like a I don't care way, but in like I'm me and you can take her or leave it kind of way. And I love her. I love her. Another author related event that happened in March, I got to have dinner with Gweneth Lewis. Gweneth Lewis is the former national poet of Wales, and I got to have dinner with her. That's a thing that actually happened in my life. So Gweneth came to our university to do a talk on writing and mental health, and beforehand there was an opportunity for 4 students to have dinner with her and have chats, and I was one of those 4. We ended up talking about BoJack Horseman for some reason. It was odd, but I had a great time. And then the talk she did on mental health afterwards was really, really great. She put so many things into words that have been like in my head, but I've not known how to articulate them. Big thank you to the English and Creative Writing Department at Aberystwyth University for just constantly smashing the game and putting on so many fantastic opportunities for us. Y'all are great. I think that might be all of my favourites for March. I don't really have any items. I don't have any like beauty things, or I don't have a tea that I've been trying out this month. The only sort of like extra little object favourite that I have is specifically this bag of Crunchy Nut granola that sustained me through my assignments. Not Spawn, but would like to be. Crunchy Nut, sort it out. I am so lame. So yeah, they are all my favourites for March. There weren't really a lot of them. March just kind of passed me by a little bit, and April is going quickly, and I have a lot of work to do on my final year project, and I should probably go do that now. Just don't talk to me towards the end of April because I will be a mess. Okay, I'm totally rambling now, so I will finish things up. Have you watched any of the stuff that I watched in March? Let me know what your thoughts on the US Office are specifically, because I'm enjoying it so much. That's all for me for now, but I will talk to you guys in a few days.